Summary of Leo Tolstoy's God Sees the Truth, But Waits. God Sees the Truth, But Waits is a poignant short story by Leo Tolstoy that explores themes of guilt, innocence, forgiveness, and divine justice. The story is set in 19th-century Russia and follows the tragic life of Ivan Dmitrich Aksionov, a prosperous merchant who becomes a victim of a grave injustice. The story begins. Aksionov, a handsome and well-off merchant from Vladimir, lives a happy life with his wife and children. One summer, he decides to go to the Nizhny fair to sell his goods. Despite his wife's premonition, which includes a dream where Aksionov's hair turns gray, he proceeds with the trip, dismissing her concerns. The Accusation. On his journey, Aksionov stops at an inn for the night. The next morning, after continuing on his way, he is overtaken by a group of soldiers who accuse him of murdering a fellow merchant he met at the inn. The merchant has been found dead, and a blood-stained knife is discovered in Aksionov's bag. Despite his protests of innocence, Aksionov is arrested and brought to trial. The trial and imprisonment. Aksionov's prior reputation as a good man and a loving father does not save him from the circumstantial evidence. The court finds him guilty of the murder, and he is sentenced to life in Siberia. His wife, visiting him in prison, faints upon seeing him in chains and later questions his innocence, a doubt that deeply wounds Aksionov. Life in Siberia. In Siberia, Aksionov endures 26 years of hard labor. Over time, he turns to God, finding solace in prayer and religious texts. His once vibrant appearance fades, his hair turns white, and he becomes a gentle, humble man respected by fellow inmates and prison authorities for his piety and calm demeanor. Though his family and former life haunt him, he maintains his faith and acceptance of his fate. A new arrival. One day, a new group of prisoners arrives, and among them is Makar Semyonik, a man from Aksionov's hometown. Aksionov recognizes him but harbors no grudge. However, Semyonik's presence stirs memories and suspicions. When Aksionov overhears Semyonik bragging about his criminal exploits, including a murder, he realizes that Semyonik is the true murderer. The confession. Initially, Aksionov struggles with whether to reveal what he knows. One night, he catches Semyonik digging a tunnel to escape. Semyonik pleads for silence, fearing Aksionov will betray him. Aksionov, moved by his suffering and bitterness, forgives him but does not disclose the discovery to the authorities. Eventually, Semyonik, guilt-ridden, confesses to Aksionov. He admits to planting the knife and framing Aksionov out of greed. Semyonik begs for forgiveness, acknowledging the torment he has caused. Aksionov, who has lived with this burden for decades, finds it in his heart to forgive Semyonik fully. Divine justice. Semyonik's confession reaches the authorities, and Aksionov is declared innocent. However, by this time, the years of suffering have taken their toll. Aksionov, weakened and frail, realizes that freedom from earthly chains is near but in a different sense than he once imagined. Shortly before his release, Aksionov dies peacefully, feeling a sense of divine justice and forgiveness. Themes. Injustice and redemption. The story starkly portrays how an innocent man can suffer due to human error and malice, yet it also illustrates the possibility of spiritual redemption through faith and forgiveness. Forgiveness. Aksionov's journey from anger and despair to forgiveness highlights the transformative power of mercy, not only for the forgiven but also for the forgiver. Divine providence. Tolstoy suggests that true justice, often elusive in human courts, ultimately prevails through divine will. Aksionov's faith in God remains steadfast despite his trials, and he finds peace knowing that God's judgment transcends earthly suffering. Aksionov's ability to maintain his faith and moral integrity in the face of tremendous hardship exemplifies human resilience and the strength derived from spiritual conviction. Conclusion. God Sees the Truth, But Waits is a powerful narrative that delves into the depths of human suffering and the capacity for forgiveness. Tolstoy masterfully weaves a tale that is both a critique of the justice system and a testament to the enduring power of faith and forgiveness, leaving readers to ponder the true nature of justice and the human spirit's resilience.